Hey folks, Jack Spirko here, one member of the Unloose the Goose gaggle. Wanted to give you a little primer for what's coming up Wednesday. We will be live streaming episode 5 of Unloose the Goose, and this time we're going to be taking on the food system. Exactly where and how we're going to live stream, we don't know just yet. We got some technical kinks to work out with the Unloose the Goose YouTube channel since it's brand new. We've had some permissions issues and had to be using some of the members' channels to live stream. One way or another, we'll be in touch with you on that. But I wanted to give you a little bit of homework today to get ready for the episode that you'll either see live Wednesday or maybe listen to Thursday on iTunes, Stitcher, what have you. Don't worry, it's optional homework. You don't have to do it, and you won't be lost without it, but it might really pave the way toward a great episode. And if you're going to make the live stream, it might pave the way towards some really good interaction between us and y'all. So here's the deal. There is a series that I've been recommending on my podcast for years now. It's called Wartime Farm, and it is about what people in the countryside of England did to get by as farmers and what they were forced to do as farmers as well by the state to produce enough food to not lose their farms, because they were actually giving, like, if you are not producing at least this much food for the war effort, then we'll take your farm and give it to another farmer. I'm not so big on that, but I did learn a tremendous amount from this. And it's like a 10-episode series. It was produced by BBC. It's free on YouTube. I'll put a link in the video notes where you can find the whole thing. But the one that I would recommend that you take a look at for the upcoming episode has to do with something called a pig club. What's a pig club? Well, that's like when a bunch of people got together and then they fed a pig. And then, because it was a wartime situation, half the pig went to the market to be sold and be rationed out for the war effort. The other half of the pig got divided up against the families that took care of that pig for that season by feeding it scraps and all. And by coming together, they were able to do something that they really would not have been able to do. And there were a lot of restrictions on this and things like that, but it's definitely worth watching because right now, you don't have most of those restrictions. So I'll ask you this. What about a chicken club or a turkey club? And not the sandwich. How would that work? We're not even sure yet. And we try not to give you, like, templates of things to do at Unloose the Goose. What we try to do is give you ideas so that you can take them, make them your own, and expand them. That's just one area that we're going to be going into. Instead of let's make a community and then do something, why don't we do something that creates a community environment? Because, I don't know, if you went out and said, hey, I'm interested in producing some of my own chickens, who wants to help me out with that? And there's going to be a bunch of different ways it could be done. Well, anybody that responded to you, you know what they are. They're someone that's like-minded, at least in a few ways. One, they're open to producing their own food, or at least dealing with local producers. Number 2, they care about their health and nutrition. Number 3, they're probably interested in freedom, because who's not interested in freedom that's also interested in producing their own food? I mean, this all kind of goes together. So instead of my community, where's my community? How about we start looking at, let's solve a problem, and let's get communities created as a byproduct. That's just one piece of what we're going to be talking about this Wednesday night on the Unloose the Goose live stream. And again, of course, as always, the audio will be put out probably the next day on Stitcher, iTunes, Player FM, all of that good stuff. So, hey, if you have any thoughts, ideas, concepts around this, post them in this comment section below here, and we'll try to include it on our episode Wednesday night. Looking forward to seeing you then.